Oof. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Monster Hunter First Reviews. If you're new here this year, you probably may not have seen any of these videos before, but I used to do this all the time. For movies that I was personally excited for, or just movies that I was curious about, that I know that people were curious about. I used to do a First Reviews recap, basically. I take a look at a bunch of reviews and just give you my opinion and just have a look at it. And obviously this year we haven't had a chance really to do that. I haven't done one for Wonder Woman 1984. Jasper's part of the video apparently today. Well, mate. Star of the show, you are. You are. Anyway, so I haven't done one for Wonder Woman 1984 because I'm actually about to see it in just over an hour now, and I'll be giving you my review either tonight or tomorrow. But this one's for Monster Hunter. I was going to say Munter Hunter then. Jesus, no one's a Munter Hunter. Maybe some people are. If you don't know what that word is, UK slang for a very ugly person. Munter. Anyway, Monster Hunter is being slammed. It's been absolutely abused. It's not very good, basically. And like lo and behold, we all knew it wasn't going to be very good. Anyway, you would only have to look at the trailer. Not very good at all. Which is a shame for a few things, because this signifies to Hollywood, again, we all know this is dumb. FYI, what I'm about to say, we all know this is dumb. But it signifies to Hollywood again that video game movies are not good. Okay? Even though it's because it's just not a good movie. But Hollywood will look at that and go, well, video game movies, they just don't work, blah, blah, blah. As always. But let's take a look at what they're saying. Oh, surprise, surprise. I think the first one is actually to go to Screen Rant, right? And the headline speaks volumes. Oof, does it speak volumes. Monster Hunter Review, an empty, mindless game adaptation devoid of wit and wonder. Or wonder, sorry. It's got nothing. Jasper's got all the wit and wonder in the world, haven't you, mate? You're the best. Anyway. So basically, the short of it is, you know, quick rundown of the premise. Monster Hunter, blah, 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 blah. Positions, Captain Artemis, Mila Jovovich, an army ranger at Dead Center who, along with her unit, is searching for missing soldiers amid a desert territory. That's basically it, and then, yeah. We had this nonsense, but we're not going to get into that specifically. Monster Hunter takes its time to offer frenetic glimpses of the unnamed hunter, Tony Jaa, who has also been stranded on this wasteland and seems to know a thing or two about slaying these vicious beasts. When the hunter sees Artemis, he inexplicably attacks her viciously, which leads to a long, senseless fight sequence that is neither terrible nor impressive to behold. And that's a shame, because one of the things you can accuse Mila Jovovich of a lot, but she does normally have athletic prowess, and she normally gives it her all. So it's a shame that this is not impressive in any way, shape or form. But this is the worst bit. Eventually the two team up, gradually bonding through signs, grunts, and a peace offering of chocolate. As the hunter does not speak a word of English. Tony's great! Get him to act! He's great! Why are you not oh, for God's sake. The absence of dialogue is not necessarily detrimental to a cinematic narrative when done well, such as in Kim Ki-duk's Mobius. But basically, however, the absence of dialogue or the presence of entirely pointless ones in Monster Hunter steers the already bungled premise towards a major narrative misstep. Basically, lame. Diablos, the apex monster of the Wildspire Waste, makes several appearances throughout the first half of Monster Hunter without being helmed by the labyrinthine mythos that enriches the video game, which ultimately spurred players to invest their time in slaying the beast. After a certain point, the narrative seems especially rushed, marked by introduction of Hunter's bilingual shipmate, the Admiral. It's just a mess. Anyway, I thought we'd start with that one. These ones are oof. So the Hollywood Reporter says it is more an expensive VFX demo reel than a story. And normally, you know, I'm not saying these are all the be-all and end-all, because we all criticise critics, right? From, you know, mainstream media and stuff. But you only had to look at the trailer to know that this is basically what this is. The chemistry between Miller and Tony represent all the human interest in this unimaginative sci-fi actioner. But that doesn't mean the pic's relentless focus on giant monster battles won't please the director's fans. That's interesting. Does he have any fans? Does he have any fans? I don't think a lot of people like his stuff, to be honest. But whatever, I guess. And the thing is, that's not going to please Monster Hunter fans. That's the problem, isn't it? So Variety says, very little of Monster Hunter makes sense. But it's visually interesting at least. And not unfun to stream at home with a friend. Asking questions and cracking jokes along the way. Basically, it's a bit crap. You can watch with your mates and have a laugh at it. It's a beer movie. So again, this is the problem, because video games could be great, but they keep being relegated to crap, jokey movies, and no, like that's not on. So anyway, IndieWire gave it a D. While the best moments of the final battle come perilously close to being watchable, cruddy special effects and all, which seemingly contradicts the expensive VFX demo reel the Hollywood Reporter said. The story around is so gallingly hollow that it feels like something between a slap in the face and a self-own when Monster Hunter ends with its heroes rushing towards a fight with the biggest, coolest beast we've seen yet. Yeah, that sounds poo, doesn't it? Entertainment Weekly, a film that doesn't even bother to wrap up its own story. Oh, God. A film that doesn't even bother to wrap up its own story. Instead, gesturing vaguely a hypothetical sequel. I hate movies that are just an advert for the next one. Piss off. It's telling you exactly how much you should care about it. At least some of those monsters are fun and gross. There we go. That's good, isn't it? Alas, the good stuff comes too late. To be fair, all this movie promises from the start is monsters and hunters, and Anderson delivers both, from the first frame to the credits, but for way too long the generic title is matched to generic action. Well, that sounds poo, doesn't it? Oof. And I've taken a look on Twitter. No one is reviewing it on Twitter because it's not widespread enough, so I can't get general sort of feedback and stuff. Which is a shame, but we do know that it's obviously been banned in China because of... they didn't like a joke that was said by a Chinese person. Not much else I can say, to be honest. It sounds garbage, but it's a shame because it could have been good. And yeah, I think we all know it could have actually been good. It could have been good. Like, a lot of video game movies could have been good. Never mind. I guess we've got, you know, The Last of Us series to look forward to on Amazon. And the Halo on Showtime. Whatever. Let me know your thoughts down below. I've been Mr. H. Take care.